Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Women's Pride Live. I'm so happy to see you, all of you, joining us today for another inspiring session where we bring powerful women and their journeys to motivate and empower our community. Today, we have a very and special and interesting guest with us, Dr. Aruna Agarwal, a scientist, a researcher, an entrepreneur, and educator who has built an incredible journey field of biosciences and completed her PhD in Germany at the Max Planck Institute, working in the USA on biofuel research and her contribution to scientific research in India, her journey truly reflects passion, dedication, and global excellence. She is a co founder and director of Flow Cytometry Solutions Private Limited and also an invited faculty at the Center for Converging Technology, University of Rajasthan, Jaipur. Her expertise in microbiology, molecular biology, and biochemistry has helped many students and researchers grow and learn. Today's session is going to be a very special because we will talk about her journey, her fears, her self doubts she faced, how she started her company, mindset, money management, work life balance, awareness about biosciences, and how women entrepreneurs can go with confidence and purpose. So, hello Arunaji, how are you?
Hello, all good. How are you?
I'm also good, and we are truly honored to have you here with us today. So, welcome to the Women's Drive Live, Arunaji.
My pleasure, really. Thank you so much for this honor. It's my pleasure to be here and to talk to all the people you support.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your appreciation. So, Arunaji, we'll start with our first question. How did this idea of starting Flow Cytometry Solutions Private Limited, and what came into your mind, and what was the planning? What kind of a problem you face? So you just think of, building this company, and what inspired you?
So me and my husband, we always wanted to return back to India when we were abroad for like 10 years or so.
Yeah.
So it was always in the back of our mind that we were looking for opportunities to come back. But then the opportunities that were provided were not exactly what we were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And then we realized, with the kind of competition everywhere, we thought we might want to start something of our own. That was one thing. And then we started with my husband took up a job when we came back, and then we were working out the idea around. And then when we came back, we realized that, the kids, the education that they are getting in the universities, the students, is the same
Mm-hmm.
that what we had. And before us, our parents had probably, nothing has advanced, especially for the technical education. So we
Yeah,
found the
right.
gap there that we wanted to cater to. We realized that, we need the students to train better, to train in
Mm-hmm.
newer scientific technical fields, so that that would help students to get better jobs for their own personal career. But then in parallel, it would also improve the quality of research overall in India. So
Mm.
that was the space we found that was there, and we wanted to work for it. So that's how this idea came to, and slowly, one step at a time, we started working
Mhm.
towards it.
Correct. And when did you started it? I mean, when did it came to your mind? Because now India is a very progressive country in terms of education, research. We come in the the largest into the scientific research and the technologies in one of the best countries. So in which year you found that India needs to be increase their entrepreneurship journey or the research journey uh, a better
So
way
we
from the other
came
countries.
back to India in our Yes, we came back to India 15 years ago. It's just
Okay.
about 15 years that we came back. So we
Okay.
founded this company in 2012,
Right.
1.5 years or so after moving back.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was 13, more than 13 years ago, long time
So what,
ago.
what what changes do you see in these days and back then those days which you faced?
That time also, I mean, even before us, there were lots of people coming back
Hmm.
and getting government jobs and institutes for teaching and doing research. So that was still
Mm-hmm.
ongoing, but the number has increased dramatically because government has launched a lot of different schemes. One of the
Okay.
scheme was still available when we moved back, but we ourselves were not aware of it by the time, means when we moved back. It was a very recent scheme back then to
Okay.
attract scientists from outside world back to
Outside
India,
world. Mm-hmm.
but then that hosts the students for 5 years only. After that, they are supposed to start something of their own or find a permanent job. So, which
Okay.
doesn't materialize. And then I personally know quite a lot of them move back abroad later
Mm-hmm.
because abroad it's more based on your qualifications, but here lots of different factors play. But still, the overall quality of research has improved, but
Mm-hmm.
then still people want to take up jobs. That's more of a mindset. So to
Right.
start your work and to help others in their research work was still something that we thought had a lot of prospect back then. It still
Yeah.
has, I mean, the work has grown ever since.
Of course.
So yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
worked out all right slowly.
Okay. So, Dr. Aruna, every successful woman or entrepreneur had faced some self-doubts before starting also and during the journey of your entrepreneurship. So, at some point before starting your journey in research and entrepreneurship, did you ever feel like some fear, some uncertainty, some hesitation, or some doubts? So, how did you overcome with these inner doubts?
See, leaving a good high-paying job in US and moving back to India was very scary.
I
But
know.
that was something we were very clear about, like
Hmm.
that we want to go back and work in our country because our country has supported us for all these years. So if we
Oh.
don't go back and support our country, that was not an option.
Hmm.
But then with too little kids to start something new was also quite a challenge, especially for me to
Correct.
manage everything. Like coming
Hmm.
to India comes with its own expectations from family, support and expectations both at the same time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
of course it was not easy, but
Hmm.
then once you make up all your mind, like in Hindi there is this kahavat, "Okli mein sir diya to musal se kya
Emotion
darna."
से क्या
So
डरना obviously.
once you
We
make
have
up your
we
mind,
all have
okay.
grown with this. Yeah.
Yeah, we once we make up our mind, we are ready to go ahead with it. Okay, whatever may come, we are ready to. And that age, I think we still had that. Now, if I have to start something from scratch again, I'll think twice about it more. We
Hmm.
know about the fears more. There is that story that a young kid pulled a bigger kid from the well, his elder
Yeah.
brother or something, because there was no one to tell him ki you can't do it. So it was kind
Correct.
of like that back then. What if it doesn't work out? We were not thinking about what if. We were
Hmm.
just doing what we set our mind to.
Hmm.
So not a single person ever said this could work. Whoever we ever talked to said, "What are you going to do?" Nobody has ever done something like that. With the education background that you have, you could be doing so much more.
Correct.
Because you see, the highest educated people, the top scoring students don't become teachers in our country. But we think that should change. This is not the right way to educate the students.
Hmm.
Why everybody has to become doctor, engineer, CA? Uh,
Yeah.
there should be good teachers too. Why
Of
should be
course. Of
the
course, teachers
so
we need
so
in each and every field, I believe. The education
yeah.
system is all depends on the good teachers, the good faculty, and before we do anything, whether any admissions in the school or the university, the faculty, the teachers, what we check almost about every institution in our country and in other countries as well.
Yeah, so that was not the idea from beginning to become a teacher, but then we realized that that is something really missing
Hmm.
because all the all the smartest kids in the class want to become doctor, engineer, CA,
Yeah.
IAS and stuff. Nobody ever says from that pool, I'm going to be a teacher. So that was something that was really missing, and we wanted to change that for our country.
Right,
So,
right.
so we just set out on the journey, and it was
Okay.
all right.
Yeah, I'm getting. So biosciences and microbiology are still not widely understood by the general public. If they don't
Hmm.
know the deeper scientific reason behind it, what are some important things people should know about biosciences and its its role in our daily lives, daily future lives and the future?
So what I saw is that although people did not know much about it, maybe some,
Yeah.
but then Corona has shed a lot of light on the importance of life sciences, biosciences, for good or for
Mm-hmm.
bad. So people understand a lot more about hygiene, sanitation, wearing
True.
mask
That's
and
so
stuff
true.
like that, about
Mm-hmm.
RT-PCR. So these terms became common household names. People learned
Mm-hmm.
about them. So
Yeah.
RT-PCR is one of the major techniques that we do in our subject. Other than that, developing vaccine, it used to take 10 years or so to develop
Mm-hmm.
a successful vaccine earlier, and for corona we developed it in a little more than a year. So that was
Yeah.
quite a transition for even for the scientific world also. I mean, just not for the common people. But then if I say about daily life, like in our kitchen, making dahi, the curd, yogurt, that's fermentation. Making idli
Yeah.
dosa batter, that's fermentation. Making pickles, that's fermentation. Apple cider vinegar. Other than that, making medicines. So that is something we don't know on daily basis. But then people hear, ha, matlab, we were taking this amoxiclav for such a long time. First there was
Mm-hmm.
penicillin, then amoxiclav. Now we have third generation and fourth generation vaccines. People are learning, that you can't take a
Yeah.
medicine for a day and then discontinue, because then you develop resistance. It's a very big talk right now, especially
Mm-hmm.
in India, because we get over the counter medicine. So we abuse it a lot daily in every household. So
Oh.
that is something people are slowly getting aware to, I think, because in newspaper they talk about it a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
We have third and fourth generation vaccines given routinely now because the earlier ones don't work. But in the developed world, you can't get medicine, antibiotic without prescription from a doctor. So you
Mm-hmm.
can't just have a amoxiclav sitting, at home and take it whenever you get a sneeze. So that's not
Right.
recommended. So people are
Mm-hmm.
slowly learning this, but it's a high time we learn about it. Other than that, there is talk about adding things like alcohol to the petrol now. So
Mm-hmm.
that's in news. I don't know how much people know about it, but that's my field. So I check
Yeah.
on the news whenever it's there. It does
Awesome.
come in news lately. Biodiesel, bioalcohol in petrol, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Coming back to the kitchen, then we have lots of different spices that we use in Indian kitchen that world is now opening up to. So that comes as a second nature to us. Everybody, all of us cook with like ajwain. It's called carom
Yeah.
seed or bishop's
Carrom
weed,
seeds.
jeera, cumin, saunf, fennel, ginger, honey, turmeric. All of these are
Yeah.
so talked about in all kind of English medicines nowadays too. So this all comes. The science is getting integrated with the kitchen so much
So,
lately.
Doctor, sorry to interrupt you, but these are the part of Indian culture before, like the Ayurveda, what we call. But
Yeah,
now this
yeah.
generation is getting educated this via the social media, the newspaper. But we, as a sciences, we were way ahead than anybody else. Do you
Oh,
really
yes, of
think this?
course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes, of course. I mean, our
Yeah.
Nalanda University was world renowned. People used to come to study
Exactly.
to India from all over the
Hmm.
world. And now I heard that government is making a newer, nicer university and trying to reclaim the honor that we earlier had.
Right.
And in various excavations, I heard about there was this wall that was
Hmm.
broken and lots of preserved books were found inside. There are so
Oh,
many things that the science is proving true that we have known for ages. Ram Setu, people
exactly.
say that was way ahead of its time, but now
Yes.
the remnants have been found in the sea, Dwarka for that matter. So Indian sciences were way ahead of time back then. We were world teachers and a gold
Yeah.
bowl of the world and spice world of
Yes.
the
Yes.
we were
Yes.
so
Completely
much
agree.
more. But then it's good that we are getting back to our legacy after
Yeah.
more than a
That's
thousand years of being under the Mughals and the British, we are getting back where we were earlier. So that's
mm,
really nice.
yeah. So, doctor, you have studied in Germany, in the USA. So, before building your career in India, was there any moment when you felt unsure about this path and helped you stay confident in such a competitive global environment? And what changes your mindset when you started?
See, uncertainty is a way of life, I think.
Yeah,
We
correct.
are, there is never a moment when we are not uncertain. We
Mm-hmm.
just have to trust our gut and make a path for ourselves and work on it. That's it. There is a very famous quote from Michelle Obama, not a very famous one, I think. There are many others more famous one, but I personally like this one very much. um, because she said she used to visit schools a lot during her
Yes.
husband's presidency. She worked on the meals and such, and then she used to say that I don't know why people ask kids what they will be when they grow older, because I am
Mm-hmm.
the first woman at the moment and I still don't know what I would be as I grow older. So
Mm-hmm.
it keeps changing. Matlab, having
Yeah.
a career doesn't define who you are as a person, and
Right.
it should not limit what you will do with your life in future.
Mm-hmm.
So, as an entrepreneur, what I have learned is, we should be flexible, we should be open to ideas, and that's how we grow in our life. So,
Right.
education is a way, is a path. It helps you build up, but
Yes.
then how the journey starts on your career after that could be anything.
Yeah.
So it should not restrict you. Like there used to be a saying, na na padhte to सौ तरह खाते कमाकर. So I think that padhai should not stop you from making
No, no,
money
that's
100 different
yeah, yeah.
ways. So
Hmm.
so that's what I have learned, and I was very uncertain back then, and I'm still very uncertain even now, because when we started, we were the only one in this niche field. But
Yeah.
with time, people have realized that there is a prospect like this. People are
Hmm.
joining in. There has been competition coming in slowly, but
Hmm.
then so we keep learning. We learn how do
Right.
we get better. Like there has been so many books on this. I have learned from other people that if you want to stay in the market, you have to evolve, you have to keep your quality,
Completely
and
agree.
then you have to
Yeah.
keep diversifying. You have to make yourself better to stay
Hmm.
ahead of the competition. So there was uncertainty at every step, but the foundation idea was that to deliver our best and then keep doing whatever we can, the fit into the requirement of the job. So that's
And
what we
on
tried to
yeah,
do.
on that note, I want to say that education always plays a major role when you just, being a change maker in the society. While your thoughts are evolving, I think education has a major role in it, Doctor.
Yes, yes, of course. It
Yeah,
broadens your perspectives, I think,
exactly.
your ideas. And then staying abroad, we learned that no work is big or small. So that was in India, we try to restrict ourselves. Okay, this
I
is
know.
white collar, this is blue collar, and this is, layman's. But then staying abroad, we did everything ourselves. So that helped a lot also in building the foundation. It doesn't matter what we do, we should do our best, and then that's
Yeah.
it.
True, true, true that. So, moving from research to entrepreneurship is a big shift. So what
Hmm.
challenges did you face while transitioning from being a scientist, a co-founder, and to a co-founder and a director? And what lesson did you learn from that journey?
So like working for a job and doing research or studying
Yeah,
was like very straightforward, very easy. You just have to go and do your job. You do your
yeah,
best, but even if it doesn't work, it's okay. You come back home, get your salary, be happy
yeah.
with it, get a free weekend, and then enjoy the weekend, and then
I
get
know.
back to work, get your fixed
Yes,
holidays a
yes.
year. So that's the job mindset. Even in although research usually is not like a typical
Yeah,
job. In fact, no job is like a typical job anymore. People put in
yeah.
10 to 12 hours. Weekends are not weekends. But
Mm,
research is really very demanding. But still, coming to entrepreneurship is like there is no odd hour. You have to work when you have to work. If something is
yeah.
needed tomorrow, you work through the night. If you have to submit a document, you have to do it. If you
Mm-hmm.
have something to deliver on Monday, you work through the weekend for it. So
Mm-hmm.
but then the good part is that if you want to have a Wednesday off, it's your job, it's your company. You can, close your company and take a day off. If it
Yes.
fits in rest of the profile. So that's the
Yeah.
flexibility. But then, so the doing research was just being a researcher, being a scientist. But then being an entrepreneur was that, like big companies have their own separate departments doing everything.
Yes.
But then running a mom and pop shop like us, we
Mhm.
have to be, everything ourselves. We are the IT
Right.
person. We are maintaining our website. With the support of a person, we are not that much technically good
Correct. Correct.
independent.
You are
But then we
absolutely
have
right.
to be our own accountant. We can have a CA to help
Yeah.
us, but then we have to be our own accountant. We are our own clerks. We write our checks. We go to the bank to
Yeah.
deposit it. We have to
So
we
true.
have to be the errand boy. We are the
Yeah.
secretary. We have to reply all the emails, the little queries that all the
Uh,
students have all the time as a scientist. But then as a technical person, or as a, we have to be our own travel agents. So there are lots of travel
Seriously.
required all the time. So we have to keep checking. We can't outsource everything because it gets too expensive for a little company like ours. So we have to be all in one on our own. And then, the hours doesn't matter. So
Right.
that was a very big shift. We slowly got into it, but it was
Yeah.
like, you can depend on people a little bit, but then you have to depend on yourself at the end. So
Correct.
that was really challenging to get used to in the beginning. But then slowly, the freedom that it gives you, you
Mm-hmm.
can't blame anybody else for a job not well done. It's
Yeah.
all back to you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a learning process.
So in your opinion, what kind of a mindset could a woman develop if they want to become an entrepreneur, or especially in the science and biotech field?
So in whatever field you have to be, in
Mm-hmm.
science or bio, when you are doing a job, it's okay once you get a job. If you are not learning, if you are not evolving, if you are not the best, it doesn't matter so much. But then as a private person, when you want to be entrepreneur running your own company, you
Mm-hmm.
have to stay ahead of the race, of the competition. It becomes very
Right.
important. So you
Mm.
have to be good. Means in science, if you have to be good in your research. You have to know what you are doing.
Right.
You have you can't be wrong. You teach
Mm.
100 things to a student and you make a one mistake and you will be pointed out for that. Okay, you
Yes.
don't know that. So you
Completely
can't
agree.
do that. To teach a
Mm.
2 hour lecture, you have to prepare 200 hours on your own, do all the background research, be up to date on what's new, and
Mm.
then deliver the 2 hour lecture. So that's very
Right.
important. So
Yeah.
you have to maintain your quality.
Right.
Whichever field you are in, to run your own company, you have to be
Mm.
really, really, really good. Otherwise, you won't be anywhere. You are always replaceable. So you have to make yourself irreplaceable. You have to deliver something that other people are not, and you have
Correct.
to be good at what you are doing. Other
Right.
than that, in general, to be entrepreneur, you have to be flexible. Flexibility is the most important thing. You went out to thinking this is what I'm going to do, but then you realize this is not what your clients need.
Right.
Or so you have to deliver to what is needed. But then
Mm.
it should be something what you are good at too. You are not going to start learning something from scratch depending on the market need. So you have to figure out what you are ready to deliver, what the other
Mm.
person needs, and then be open to the feedback. Don't be critical. So you have to be really humble. You can't have that ego, nahi nahi aap
I
galat ho.
know that
Every
doesn't
time
work
it's me
in
that is
business.
wrong. Yeah, the
Ego
customer
is
is always right.
never ever work in business, right? You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to be ready to work odd hours, you have to be ready to do odd jobs, you have to always listen to the customer's request and try to accommodate that. But
Mm-hmm.
then you have to maintain the quality. Making money is important, of course, but
Yeah.
then doing having good reputation is also important. So sometimes it so happens we throw a lecture and then we
So,
have students asking, ma'am, can I join? Sir, can I join? So we tell them, see,
huh?
where you come from, what your background is. Do you really need this lecture? Maybe you don't need this one. We have something else, or somebody else has something else which might be better suited to what you are looking for. So you have
Hmm.
to be honest about that. So when that
Right.
person is really needing something what I have to offer, they'll know ki I will guide them, without self interest. So that kind of goodwill you have to have in the market to
Hmm.
grow.
Correct. So, coming to the next point, how you say that money thing. So, financial concerns, डॉक्टर अरुणा, ये जो फाइनेंशियल कंसर्न है, आई थिंक ये सभी बिजनेस में है. स्टार्ट करने से पहले ये हो जाता है कि फ्रॉम वेयर द फाइनेंस विल कम, आर
Yeah.
इन्वेस्टर्स, और अपना खुद का मनी जो हमको उसमें डालना है. सो हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट इज द मनी मैनेजमेंट इन बिजनेस, इन एनी काइंड ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, एंड व्हाट एडवाइस would you give to the women, you who know women, about managing financing and building a sustainable business? क्योंकि business सब लोग कर लेते हैं, खोल भी लेते हैं, उसके बाद प्रॉपर मार्केटिंग होना, उसका सस्टेनेबिलिटी होना, ये आजकल बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो हाउ डज यू नो you advise people as a researcher and a scientist and an educator कि finances कहाँ तक मैटर करते हैं, कितने concerns होते हैं finances को लेके?
See, business is all about money management,
Yeah,
really. If you don't manage your
absolutely.
money, you cannot do business. So
Hmm.
that's the bottom line. I
Hmm.
mean, I see in my city that there are, 100 new restaurants opening up every year and
Yes.
90 shut down the first year. Very good ones that we frequently
That
go
that's
to.
100% right. Same in Calcutta.
Yeah, I mean, they are not cheap. So I wonder why they were not making money. But
Hmm.
then I am not a financial person. I mean, scientists in general, I think, are not really finance oriented.
Correct.
So we chose for our business. There were many different ideas where we could invest money to make money. But
Hmm.
then we thought we are not going to do that. Our what you say virtue is knowledge, so we are teaching,
Hmm.
and that's what we do. So we don't put
Hmm.
money in our business that much. We put money
Right.
in all the softwares and technical things that we need, but other than that, buying and selling or making and selling is something you
Hmm.
really have to be good at before you start.
Right.
So if
That's
that is the
absolutely.
kind, in my business it worked out because I am just selling knowledge, so I'm not
Hmm.
investing money in the beginning. So that's why
Hmm.
I'm surviving, although I still, we have many, financial background friends, and they tell us what you're doing is stupid, you could be making much more money this way or that way. And I
Hmm.
tell them, see, really, we are not financial people, we don't understand the concept ourselves, we are
Yeah.
not good with managing money, we are still
Correct.
learning. But then the one way we survived is that we did not invest too much for our
Hmm.
business. It was the knowledge that we accumulated, that we are passing on, and the model worked for us somehow because we managed our expenses.
Hmm.
So we never, when we have money, we don't change our lifestyle proportionately, we stay at a ground level, and then
Hmm.
we manage everything, so that
That's the
works out
most
for us.
important part of the business. Okay.
And
That's
when
okay.
we started, we had
Hmm.
some backup like for a year or two, so that, in the beginning, any business need 2 to 5 years to
Hmm.
start paying off. Once you have built your network, the people that you know, the people who bring you more business, that takes 2 to 5 years in general. That's what I have learned over a period of time. So in the beginning it was like, are we doing the right thing, do we need to close? After a year or two into it, we were like, okay, we are still in the dip. At some point we need to start going up, or else
Yeah.
I don't know how it
Right.
could be sustainable. So that comes
Hmm.
with everyone, for us too, because we were investing our time, we were not working a job making money, so that's what we were losing. We were losing our time setting up our business. So
Hmm.
that was hard already. But then once you put in a lot of money to start a business, you really should have a very good game plan. So I won't be the right person to guide on the money part, but what I understand is that if you don't have a game plan, you won't be able to sustain those first 2 to 5 years of recession that
Hmm.
any new business faces.
Yeah.
So that's very important to have. Talk to
So,
the
so what
people
kind
who
of
know about
opportunity?
it.
Yeah. So, what kind of awareness and opportunities should be created? So the more women can, enter the fields like microbiology and biotechnology and research.
So I think government has been introducing a lots of schemes lately, even to bring
Okay.
back women who have taken a gap like me to
Mm-hmm.
work. And then, people like you and me and media, they
Mm-hmm.
have been helping to, create awareness and pass on. Having
Mm-hmm.
everything, at Google has made life much more simpler, because we can
Yes.
just say, okay, opportunities for women in science, and then there would be something at least. The more defined, more specific the keywords are, more specific are the answers that we get back,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that is one thing. And then uh, I think the most important thing that has always been needed is a crèche, a good place where you can, peacefully leave your kids at, because that's when the
Yes,
women go out of work. Once they
I
have
know.
kids, they leave the work. And after 5 to 6 to 10 years of break, when they want to come back to work, then they are
Mm.
out, out of
Yeah,
touch
completely
with what
agree.
they were doing earlier. So
Yeah.
even when they are not able to work for whatever reason, they should keep in touch with what they were doing. Make it a
Yeah.
point to read newspaper, read what you were reading before, keep revising the stuff, talk to the people who are in business. So
Mm.
to keep ourselves updated is very important, even when you have to take a break for some reason or other. So
Yeah.
that is something we cannot change. I mean, when I was doing my PhD, it was the same situation in Germany back then,
Mm.
that they used to allow part-time work for women. In science, it's very, very difficult to work part-time. If you have set up a
Yeah.
reaction, you need to go tomorrow to look it up.
Have to give your whole time. Mm.
And then if the kids are sick, you can't leave them in crèche or send them to school. So
Mm.
then you end up staying at home with the sick kids all the
Yeah.
time. So these are the things I think that mainly held the women back at home more than anything else. Working women don't mind. I mean, I think women are more hardworking than anybody else
Yes.
around, especially the women with kids. They are ready to work 20 hours a day if they can
Yeah.
pass through that phase. And,
You're managing it also very well. I mean, you
yes,
see yourself that you're balancing research, business, teaching. It's not easy with a family. Everything to balance each and everything at the right time and just giving your 100% to your career path as well.
that's true. Yes, it's never
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, you can try to have a support system as much as possible.
Mm.
Women in the family, maids, scratch, whatever, friends
Right.
that you can make.
Mm.
We should be open to asking help from whoever we can. Although
Yeah.
it should be the person you can rely on. With the kids, you can't. Uh,
Yeah.
that is the biggest help we need all the time.
Correct. Correct.
so
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 Dr.
we
Aruna,
should
finally, what? Yeah, tell me.
that was all. Yeah, I mean, we should try to develop a support system for each other, and then help out each other whenever we can.
Very
That's
important.
all,
Yeah.
to make the work life balance work.
Yeah. So finally,
Yes.
what message would you give to our women entrepreneurs and young girls, especially who are afraid to start because of, lack of clarity, lack of confidence, self-doubts, fears, risk, uncertainty, but still they want to start?
You should have at least, 3 or 5 things. So if you don't have the experience, if you have the resources and the will to work hard, you can manage. But
Hmm.
if you don't have the resources, if you don't have the experience,
Hmm.
but you have the will, in that case you have to try to get the resources and or the experience. So what
Hmm.
I would suggest for young people is to, unless you are ready to take the leap, continue
Hmm.
doing a job,
Hmm.
continue learning the intricacies of the job that is needed. Once you are going to do start that company at which you are working at least you would
Hmm.
know what all is needed to make it work. You
Hmm.
should learn how to make yourself irreplaceable in any given condition. So
Yeah.
what would be your USP when you start as an entrepreneur? What you would bring new to the table for the customer to come to you, right?
Yeah.
And then, so keeping learning is very important, giving your best is very important,
Yeah.
making yourself irreplaceable is very important. We
Hmm.
should be open to meeting people, talking, asking questions, never be afraid to ask questions. So, and then keep moving one step at a time. You would know when you are ready to take that leap, going from job or education to the entrepreneurship. So
Hmm.
just keep working one step at a time, know your path, know your goal, and then, everybody walks at a different speed. So there is no set way of anybody going which way. There
Right.
could be a 100 cr company, there could be a 1 cr company, or a 1 lakh company for that matter. So I would say that life is a journey to enjoy. We do what we do best. It's not a race to win.
Right.
So just best of luck to all the girls and women out there listening this, and
Hmm.
then just keep dreaming and keep working on that.
Correct.
That's all.
This was so inspiring and so informative, Dr. Aruna. And thank you so much for your valuable time you have given to the Women's Tribe. And I hope that many women get inspired by this. And more women entrepreneurship should be, taken care of in the society. They should accept the woman as an entrepreneur, and let's just take the journey ahead. Thank you so much, Dr. Aruna.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. It's such an honor. I'll be very happy to help with any of your students who would need further guidance
Of
in my
course.
field or in general. And if I
Yeah,
have more questions, I am so happy to, get to know you. I'll come back to you for my questions to
surely.
learn more
Of
how to
course.
help and participate.
We will do another one for sure.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.